So this evening's class is going to be focusing on releasing tension in the shoulders and the upper back, and also in the hips as well. So last week was a lot of hip focus. So this week we're going to add some shoulder focus to that as well. So we're going to start lying on your back, please. If you come to lie down when you feel ready. Okay, so yeah, just combining, releasing tension through the hips and through the shoulders, and still staying nice and strong, especially around the core as well, stay nice and warm. Okay, so as you're lying on your back, just starting to bring all of your attention onto the way you're breathing. So just notice whether your breathing this evening is already slow and long and relaxed, or maybe noticing if your breathing feels like it's being held somewhere in your body. And then noticing maybe how your body feels, so whether it's full of energy, ready to move, relaxed. Are there some parts that perhaps need a bit of extra care tonight? And then we'll begin to breathe together, so we're kind of connecting in that way, and we start to move from a relaxed place. So just use this sound to guide your breath. So together we'll take a slow breath in through the nose, so really expanding around the rib cage and the stomach, and a slow breath out, and feel the whole front of your body relaxing. Good. So again, nice slow breath in through the nose, that real sense of filling everything up, and a slow breath out, and feel everything relax. Good. We'll just 2 more times together before we move. So you can think about breathing towards the back of the rib cage and the sides of your body. Good, and a slow breath out. Good. All right, so from here together, we'll take a slow breath in next time, and as you do that, stretch the arms and legs all the way out, so you're reaching everything out as big as you possibly can. Good, nice. And we're going to exhale then to bend the knees, give them a hug in towards the chest, and we'll really squeeze those up to the knees as well. Nice. As you breathe in again, everything reaches out as big as you can, so arms, legs really stretch out. Nice. And then we'll exhale again to bend the knees and give them a big squeeze into the chest. And one more time together. So as you breathe in, we'll reach everything out. So we'll then start to wake up the joints, so circling through the wrists and through the ankles. That's it. Remember, if there's any clicks and cracks here, just really make sure those circles are big. Yeah, that's it. Then we'll bring the knees in towards the chest. So you've got one hand to each knee, and start to circle the knees around. So you just use the hands to bring the knees kind of out, round, and then back together. Good, and then we'll bring the feet to the floor, so about max distance apart. Take the arms nice and wide, and we'll start to drop the knees down one way and then the other. So it's like a big sort of twist from side to side. So remember, as you do this, try and press the knees towards the floor, so we're kind of stretching around the thighs and around the hips a little bit. Good, nice. Then we're going to add on here. So the next time you drop your knees to the right, just take your top leg and keep swinging that knee up and over as though it's trying to tap your opposite arm there. So it's a bit deeper into the hips. And the knees drop to the left, and keep moving that opposite knee, that top knee up and over. Good, one more time to each side. So knees drop to the right, and again, swing that leg across. Good, knees drop to the left, and again, just swing that top leg across a little bit. Good, so we'll come into the middle. So we're going to bring the knees into the chest. Come and have a little roll up and down through your spine. So you can do it once or a few times if it feels all right in your back. Give it a little massage. Good, and then the next time we come up, just hovering for a second there, maybe bringing the shins parallel to the ceiling, and then really lift through the chest if you can. Good, so you might bring the hands forward as well, really shuffle back a little bit. Good, nice, and then we're going to bring the feet about mat distance apart, hands on the floor, and we'll drop the knees down one way and then the other. So again, if you can, let your knees press onto the floor if they reach. If not, it doesn't matter too much. Good, then we'll add on our little bit of a twist here. So we're going to drop the knees to the right, and as you do that, take the opposite arm, reaching back behind you. Good, and then come into the center, knees drop to the left, and take that opposite arm to reach back. Good, nice, coming into the center, so the opposite arm is kind of reaching to the back of the room. Good, nice, round to the other side, and again, reach the other hand back. Good, so we're going to add on now, so we'll drop the knees to the right hand is on the floor, and all we're going to do is push the hips up and stretch that top arm up as well, so open the front of the hips a little bit. And the hips slowly come down, roll the knees over to the left hand is on the floor, and again we push the hips forwards and stretch open. Good, so one more time to each side, knees drop to the right, so you can make it as dramatic as you like as you open up. And the knees drop to the left, and again we're going to open all the way up there. Brilliant, good. So we'll come down and then over onto hands and knees when you feel ready. So when we're there, we're just going to spread the fingers and thumbs. Good, so as you breathe in from here, we're going to bring the chest forwards, lifting the tailbone. And as you breathe out, we'll press the floor and round through the spine. Good, so again, as you breathe in, just from that space in the chest, collarbones nice and wide. And then breathing out to round through the back. Good. So finding this movement a couple of times for yourself. Remember, if your shoulders do feel a bit stiff tonight, just put more weight in your hands there so the upper back gets a little bit of movement. Good. And then we'll start to get that left arm involved now. So we'll take the left hand to reach forward and bring it up towards the ceiling. Bring it round. And as you reach back, just sit the hips to the heels. Good. And again, breathe and hand comes forwards and up. Good, reach back and then sitting back. Nice, we'll do that on the other side. So right hand's going to come forwards and up. Good, reach back, sit back. And again, inhale, hand forwards and up. And then reaching back. Lovely, so we're going to sit the hips onto the heels now. When you're here, start to walk your hands to the left, kind of as far as you can. So we get a little stretch in the right hand side of the rib cage. Good, nice, and walk the hands to the right. And just finding a little bit of a stretch in the left side of the ribs there. Good, all right, so we'll come into the center. So when you feel ready, we'll begin to tuck the toes and press back into downward facing dog from there. Good, all right, so give the legs a little walk out. So one heel, then the other is just pressing towards the floor. So remember, try and really spread the fingers, keep rolling the shoulders out and back. And then from here, we'll lift one leg all the way behind you, and the leg that is still on the floor, come and bend and straighten that knee a couple of times. So trying to put lots of weight back in that leg. Good, and then we'll swap over. So other leg lifts all the way up. And again, the foot that's on the floor, just bend and straighten that knee. Just keep an eye on those shoulders, drawing down the back still. Good, and we'll start to walk the feet forward to the front of the mat now, so we're in a forward fold. So we get there to take a little bit of a sway from side to side. So the head relaxing, especially let your neck really relax. Good, and then let's use the hands to get the circulation moving. So hands come to the back of the legs. Begin to tap all the way down. So yeah, tapping all the way up. Nice, one more time, down the legs. And let's come to the front of the legs, tapping as you roll up and down. Okay, coming onto the stomach. That's it, good, onto the chest. That's it, and then just tap on the top of the head there. So if you feel a bit sluggish or anything, it's quite nice to do that. Well, I think it is anyway. And then we'll take your feet a little bit wider apart here, hands nice and wide. So arms really relaxed, and we just kind of have a little bit of a twizzle or a swing side to side. Good. So you can let each opposite heel lift as you move, and hands kind of tap your body there. So it's all about getting the energy moving around the body. Nice, good. And then eventually going to come into the center. So we'll interlace the fingers, take a breath in, hands push forwards and up. As you exhale, come into a side stretch up and over to the left. And then if you can either stay there or come around in a circle. So hands press to the floor. That's it, maybe soften the knees a little bit. All the way up. Good, big breath in at the top. And then up and over to the right. So either stick with that or round a big, big circle, hands push down. And then up into the middle. Brilliant, good. So come on up to the top of the mat if you're not there already. So we're going to bend the knees, forearms on the thighs. As you breathe in now, pull the chest forward, hips pull back. And we're going to breathe out to round the spine and tuck the chin. Good, again, breathe in to open. And then exhale to round the spine. Good, so hands come to the floor. We're going to take a big step back with the right foot and bring that knee down, so our low lunge. So as you breathe in, hands come forwards and up. As you breathe out, take a really big circle back. Good, one more time like that. So we're going to breathe in, hands lift. Good, breathing out, reach back. Now from this place, we're going to bend both elbows, really, really squeeze the shoulder blades and kind of push the chest forward. Then we're going to interlace the fingers, hands push forward and round the spine. Good, again, breathe and open up, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then interlace the fingers and push forward with the hands. Good, nice. Now we're going to open up, hands lift all the way up and back towards the ceiling. Nice, good, and hands come down to the inside edge of the front foot. So we're going to breathe in now, coming forward, sink into the hips a little bit. And you breathe out, really pull back through the hips, so we just lift those front toes. Good, and again, breathe in to come forward, nice open chest, and then breathing out to pull back. Nice, good. So as you come forward now, we're going to bring the legs straight back behind you in the air and the hands a little bit wider. So we'll bring this left leg to tap out to the side of your body to the left and then drop a big high arch up and over to the right there. Good. And again, draw that big arch up and over to the left. That's it, good. Nice straight elbows up and over to the right. Brilliant, good. So now we're going to bring that leg out to the side of your body. Try and hover it there for a second. It's a little bit stronger. Good, well done. Then step the foot forward to where it was just now. So we're going to lift the back knee and then walk around to a wide-legged forward fold at the long side of your mat. So as you're there, just take a little bend and lengthen in one leg than the other. So easing side to side. So if your legs feel really strong tonight and you want to kind of really work with them, maybe hover the hands here as well if you like. Good, so hands are going to walk around to the front of the mat there. We'll turn the feet forward and step back into downward facing dog. Good, so from here, let's come forward into our plank, just to see how that feels. Shoulders over the wrists. And as you exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. Good, so this time, as we come forward into our plank, just hold it there for a second, and then see if you can, to start to shift the weight from one hand to the other. So you've got each alternate hand, just kind of hovering off of the floor, just a little bit there. Good, well done. And you'll come to lower down, so maybe knees down first, then bend the elbows into cobra. So we're going to lift the chest, shoulders roll back. Good, nice, and then pressing all the way back towards child's pose. Good, so we'll tuck the toes from here, coming into downward facing dog when you're ready. And then when ready from there, we're going to step forward to the front of the mat. Breathe in, lift the hands all the way up. Nice, good, and then breathing out again. Bend the knees, just coming about halfway down if you can. Good. So add a bit of a twist on from here. So we're going to lift the left hand up, so just kind of opening to the left. That's it, good. And then we'll swap over. So the forearms resting on the thighs and the other arm lifts all the way up. Good. Hands come to the floor. So we're going to step the left foot back this time. Just bring that knee down when you're ready. So as we inhale, our hands forwards and up. Good. As you breathe out, big circle back. Nice. And again, inhale to lift the hands. And then exhale, reaching back. Good. All right, so then from there, we're going to bend the elbows, really squeeze your shoulders, chest pushes forward. Then we'll interlace the fingers round the spine as the hands push forward. Good. Again, breathe and open up, so really open the chest. And then breathe that push from around there. Good. So now as you open the chest, you start to reach the hands up and back. So if you want a back bend, just kind of tuck the tailbone a little bit so the core's really working with you. And hands come down to the inside edge of the front foot. We're going to breathe in now, come forward, so opening the chest. And then again, as you pull back, just stretch through the legs, you're lifting the toes. Good, and again, inhale to come forward, nice wide collarbones. And then exhale to pull back. Nice, good. So as you come forward now, we're going to bring the leg back behind you. Good. So if you can there, taking the leg out to the side of your body, just a tap on the ground. And then drop a big high arch with it up and over to the other side. Good. Try and keep the elbows nice and straight. So up and over to the right. That's it, good. Up and over to the left. And then if you can, bring it out to the right side of your body and hover it there. So really push for the heel. Well done, good. So we're going to step the foot forward to where it was just now. Lifting the back knee and walking around to a wide-legged forward fold at the long side of the mat. So again, just take a little bend and lengthen in one leg than the other. That's it, good. So feel free to hover the hands if you want to make it more challenging as well. And then we'll walk the hands around to the front of the mat again, turn your feet forward, and we step back into downward facing dog. Good, so there's an option to add on a little bit of a side plank today if you want to. So from here we'll come forward into our plank. Either stay still or turn both your heels over to the right hand side and lift that opposite arm up. So kind of in a side plank. Good, well done. And then nice and slow, we'll roll the other way. So now both heels turn to the left. So use those heels and we lift the top arm. Good, so hands come to the floor, come to the center. We're going to lower down, so bend the elbows, come to the floor. Good, breathe in to lift the chest. Nice, good, well done. All right, so we'll bring the chest down here. We'll do a couple of little different versions of that side plank. So if it's too much, you can do this. So come onto your right forearm, so you're kind of rolling onto your side, and then bend your bottom knee, so that right knee. So you can't look like you're just resting on the floor. So top arm's going to lift to the ceiling, and then what we're going to do is really think about your hips lifting, push them all the way up. That's it. Maybe have a little side stretch, reach alongside your head, and then hips tap to the floor and reach towards your foot. And again, really push with the hips up, over like a little bit of an arch. Good, hips tap down, reach towards your foot. And then one more time, so really getting into the core by doing this as well. Reach up and over. Nice, and then reach towards your foot. Well done, good. So just roll to the other side. I'll just keep facing you. So on the left elbow and the bottom knee, the left knee is bent. So think about using your kind of obliques here. Press all the way up, little side stretch. And then hips tap to the floor, reach towards your toes. And again, really use those bottom muscles here, lifting up. Nice, good, tap down, reach to the feet. And then one more time, to really squeeze into the side of your body to lift up. Yes, nice, and then down and towards the feet there. Brilliant, good. So we'll come up onto hands and knees when you're ready. Okay, pressing back towards child's pose. Good. And then from child's pose again, tucking the toes, coming into downward facing dog. So we'll come and step or jump forward to the top of the mat. So as you breathe in, hands lift all the way up. Good, at the top, we'll interlace the fingers, push the palms up, and then I promise this will be the last time we do it for a while. Can you push the palms up, left foot's gonna cross behind. I'm a little bit obsessed with this movement. Stretch over to the side. Good, come to the center, and then right foot comes over, and we go to the side. So we'll come strengthening to the side of the hips. Brilliant, so feet come together-ish, we'll relax the hands down. And then take a moment here to notice if you are holding tension in your shoulders at all. Okay, and then from there, if you notice you are holding tension, or even if you're not, together, we'll take a big breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and then a big breath out and let them go. And we'll do it one more time. So big breath in, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Big breath out, let them go. Good. So we'll do a few of the sun salutations. So we're going to inhale, hands come all the way up, and you breathe out, forward fold, come all the way down. Good. So back into your plank when you feel ready. So we'll take a breath in at the top, and as you exhale, lower down. Maybe knees down first, then bend the elbows into cobra. So we're going to scoot the chest forwards and up. Then we'll exhale to tuck the toes again, downward facing dog. Good. Taking a breath in at the top. And then we'll exhale to step or jump forward to the front. Breathe in, hands lift up. Good, that's it. And then breathing out to forward fold, coming all the way down. So into your plank again. So when you're ready, we'll lower down towards the floor. Good, that's it. Opening the chest, roll the shoulders back, and then exhaling to tuck the toes, downward facing dog. So we'll do two more together. Come and step or jump forward again. We'll get an inhale, lift the hands up. Good, nice, and you exhale, forward fold. So come into your plank again. So as you lower down, elbows stay really close to your body. And as you lift your chest, really try and bring your shoulders down the back. Good, one more time, downward facing dog. And then we'll step or jump forward. Good, take a full breath in, hands lift all the way up. Nice, good, and breathing out, forward fold, coming down. Good, into your plank again. So we'll gently lower down towards the floor. That's it, good. As you breathe in, lifting the chest. Well done, good. All right, so we'll bring the chest down, and we'll really wake up the glutes and the legs here. I don't want to have to tap my glute when I do that. I'm sure you know where your glutes are. So we're going to relax the forehead on the hands. All right, and then keeping the legs straight, just try and lift your legs off the floor now. So just use your glutes to lift your legs. Good. And then from here, what we're going to do is squeeze the legs towards each other. So you might feel the inner thigh working. And then bring the feet wide apart from each other, so the outside edges of your glutes are really working. And again, bring the legs in together, if you can. Bring them wide apart. So this probably does feel very challenging, does for me anyway. Legs together, and then feet wide apart. Good, well done. So we're going to slowly bring the legs down, give those hips a little wiggle from side to side to relax them. Well done. Good, so we'll come up onto hands and knees. So releasing through the shoulders now. We're going to take the left hand round in a really big circle. So again, forwards and up. Good, and then this time we're going to thread that left arm underneath the other one, so the shoulder and head come to the floor. So as we're here, really try and let the weight drop down through that left shoulder. That's it, good. And that top arm, that right one, maybe stretch that forward alongside your ear if you want to get more of a stretch in your side again. Good, and then we'll come to the center, and then we'll take that right hand round in a big circle, threading that one underneath the other. Okay, and then when you're there, if you want, that left arm could kind of stretch to the front of your mat, so you're kind of lengthening that side of your rib cage. Good, all right, so into the middle. So here we're going to press back towards child's pose, and then if you can, tuck the toes underneath, and now push all the way back into Malasana, kind of into a little squat. Good. So heels can be on or off the floor. Palms come together. So use your elbows to push the knees outwards a little bit. Good. Oh, I just got funny. And then from this place, we're going to bring the left hand out to the side. Other arm reaches all the way up. Good, that's it. And then right hand reaches up to the side, and the other arm lifts up. Good, nice. All right, it's coming into a forward fold, the back of your mat there, feet parallel. So nice soft knees, come roll up to stand. Good, we'll lift the palms up to the ceiling, and then exhaling hands to heart. Good, all right, so a little bit of strength from the legs now. So hands onto the hips, come and sit low, so about halfway down if you can. Lots of weight in the heels, good. And then we'll keep the hands here just for the first one. Stay really low and come to walk forward to the front of your mat. So each step you take, try and sit very low in your body. I know it's not the prettiest movement, but it's a little bit strong. Good, nice. And when you're at the top of the mat, hands are going to sweep forwards and up. Hold for a second. Good, see if you can sit lower. Well done, good. And then forward fold coming all the way down. Good, relax the head. Nice, and then we're going to step back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good, all right, so here we'll breathe in to lift the right leg all the way up behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose and shoulders over the wrists. Good, again, breathe in to lift the leg. This time bring the right knee to the right elbow if you can. Try and tap it. Good, well done. So we're going to breathe in to lift the leg up. And as you exhale, step the foot between the hands there. So come back into our high lunge here, just on the ball of the back foot. Good, so as you breathe in, we're going to straighten the legs, lift the hands up. And as you breathe out, we'll bend both knees a bit and big circle around. Good, one more like that. So inhale, come on up. With the sit, and then breathing out, coming round. Good, so this time we're going to bend the elbows, really squeeze the shoulder blades, that's it. And then from there, can you interlace the fingers and push the palms up to the ceiling? Good, that's it. So hold it for a second. If you want to make this more challenging, just come on to your front heel, so that little balance there. Good, so then we bring the back heel down to the floor, hands on the hips. So we're going to open up the chest and then coming forward. So you're basically coming to lie down on your front thigh there. Good. Hands come to the floor, either side of the front foot. And then from here, just kind of bend and stretch through your front leg. That's it. So we're kind of just really pulling back from the hips to get a stretch in the hamstring. Good, nice. And then from here, we'll start to walk the hands further forward in front of you. Can you lift that back leg back behind you? And then like we did last week, we're going to bend both knees, really scrunch everything in together tight, and then push away through the legs, bring them straight back. Good. Again, bend the knees, squeeze everything in. Good, that's it. Push away, and then one more time. So bend the knees, try and bring the knees together. Good, and then push away. Well done. So big step back with the foot. Come round to the long side of the mat again, feet parallel. And again, take a moment to ease from side to side. Good, nice. All right, then from here, we're going to walk the hands around to the front of the mat, turning the feet forward and pop that back knee to the floor. So as you breathe in now, hands are going to scoop forwards and up, and to breathe out, big circle back. Good. Hands come down to the inside edge of the front foot. So then again, we're going to bring the legs straight back behind you. And again, last time, like we've been doing recently, we're going to bend the knee and draw those big hip circles. So push the foot up behind you, bring the knee up and out to the side, and round. So as big as you possibly can with these circles. Nice, good. And again, if you want to get your core a little bit more involved, just take that opposite arm alongside your body. That's it, good. So you're kind of really having to stabilize more with your core there. Good, well done. So we're going to slowly put the hand down, stepping the foot forward to where it was just now, and we'll lift the back knee. Good, stepping back into downward facing dog when you're ready. So we can add on that side plank. We're going to come forward into our plank. Good, turning the heels to one side, other hand lifts. Maybe create a little bit of an arch now, so push the hips up. Good, and then hand comes to the floor, turn the heels the other way. Create more of an arch, so top arm stretches along. Good, hands come to the floor and we lower down, bend the elbows. Good, into cobra again, so we'll lift the chest. Lovely, good, and then pressing back into downward facing dog. All right, we'll do the left side. So we're going to breathe in to lift the left leg all the way up. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders forward. Good, again, breathe in to lift the leg. And we're going to bring the left knee to the left elbow. Good, nice. So we'll lift that leg all the way up. And then we'll step the foot forward there between the hands. So coming up into your lunge on this side. So both hip bones straight forward. We're going to straighten the legs, hands lift. And then breathing out, bend the knees a bit and circle the arms around. Good, again, inhale, come up. And then exhaling round. Good. So in this place, straighten the legs, really squeeze the shoulder blades. Then maybe interlace the fingers and push the hands straight up. Good. Maybe lift the front toes or onto the heel. Good, nice. And I'll bring the back heel to the floor. So hands on the hips. So when we come forward, kind of push your hips back as you lean forward there. Good, to set. So you're kind of lying on that front thigh. Have a little bend and lengthen through the front leg. So the more you can connect your stomach to your thigh, the more of a stretch you're probably getting that hamstring there. Just kind of focus, stretch. Good, all right, then hands walk a bit further forward. We're gonna bring that back leg straight back behind you. And if you can now, bend both knees. So you're trying to bring both knees together and then press and stretch away again. Good, again, bend both knees, really strong. That's it, stretch away. One more time, bend both knees, nice and strong. And then stretch away, lovely, well done. Big step back, turn to the long side of the mat again, feet parallel. Good, all right, so someone's gonna add on a little bit of a twist here. So if you can, just begin to lift the left hand up, just twisting towards one side of the mat. Good, shoulders drawing down the back. That's it, good. And slowly bring the hand down, lift the other hand up. And again, really think about moving from your core here if you can. Good. So hands come down. We're going to walk the hands around to the front of the mat again. Turn the feet forward and we'll pop that back knee to the floor. So we're going to breathe in again, hands scoop forwards and up. And you breathe out, big circle back. Nice. Hands come down to the inside edge of the foot. And then again, we bring the legs straight back behind you. Good. Again, we're doing hip circles. So we're going to bend the knee, push the foot up, out, and round. As big as you can. Good. So the more you can kind of do this movement, the more you'll notice a difference a lot in your hips with things like running or walking if you do that kind of thing. Or you probably walk, I'm sure. Okay, and then maybe opposite arm alongside your body, just to engage in the core quite a lot there. Okay, keep breathing through your nose if you can. Well done, good. We're going to bring the hand down, stepping the foot forward. We'll lift the back knee and step into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good. So we've got those side planks again, coming forward into your plank. We'll turn the feet over to one side, lift the top arm, create a little bit of an arch. Good. And then hand comes to the floor, turn the heels the other way, create an arch, top arm up and over. Good. Well done. Hands come down. We'll lower down towards the floor again, bend the elbows. Good. Into cobra. So lifting the chest, Well done, good. All right, so we'll bring the chest down. So we're going to have a deep opening through the upper back now and the shoulders. So if you walk your hands forward in front of you, okay, and then if you can, just come up onto your fingertips. There's a little gap between your arm and the floor. So we're going to take the right arm here to thread underneath the other one. So you're trying to cross your upper arms over if you can, okay? And then let the weight drop down so the palm comes flat to the floor now. Okay, and hopefully you're feeling a stretch around your shoulder or your upper arm somewhere. So if it's too much, you can always come out of it a little bit. Okay, so make sure the breathing's really nice and slow here so the muscles know they're okay to relax and release. Good. And then slowly we're going to unthread the arm and stretch it forward. And other side. So come onto your right fingertips. And then the left arm is going to thread underneath. So we're trying to cross the upper arms over and then let the weight come down. Okay, so again, if it's very tight, just kind of come out of it a little bit. But slow, slow breaths. Really relax the jaw if you can. Good. All right, so undo the arm. So come back into those leg movements here so we get nice and strong in the lower body. So legs stay nice and straight. Squeeze your glutes, lift those legs up. Good. And again, feet come together, squeezing towards each other. And then feet wide apart. Good. And again, so feet come together, nice and close. Good. Feet wide apart. One more time, feet together. And then wide apart. Good, well done. So feet come to the floor, going to press back towards child's pose. Nice, good. All right, then from here, to come up to sit on the heels for a second. We're going to just on the ground. And we're just going to release through the shoulders more here. So left arm crosses on top of the other one. All right, and then if you can, wrap the arms together. So kind of go into Garudasana or eagle arms-ish. Good. We're going to use this again in a bit. So from here, what we're going to do is come up. So push the elbows up to the ceiling. And then come round in a circle. So come round to your left, draw a circle with your elbows. Good. Round the spine a little bit. Down past the lap. All the way around in a circle. Up. Good. Keep going around one more time. So draw a huge circle with your elbows and let your spine move as well. So really lovely kind of movement to stretch out the back. Good. To the center. When you get up to the top again, swap over. So big circle through the arms. So now the other arm is going to be on the top. Good. Elbows push up, and then let's go over to the right this time. So round in a circle to the right, round the spine a little bit. As you go, so if it's very tight, go nice in a smaller circle. Come all the way around and up. Keep going one more time. So let your chest kind of follow where your elbows are going there to really get that movement into your spine. Lovely, nice. Good. And then to the top. Nice. So we'll undo the arms. All right, so again, if you can, we're going to tuck the toes underneath, press back into Malasana there, so in our little squat again. Palms come together. So we're going to bring that left hand to stretch out to the left, other arm reaches all the way up. And then bring that right hand out to the side, other arm all the way up. Good, brilliant. All right, so hands to the floor, come into the forward fold at the back of the mat, rolling up slowly to stand. Good, palms lift. Then exhaling, hands to heart. Nice, good. So again, like we did before, we're going to have the hands on the hips, bend the knees, sit low. If you found this really easy, maybe now lift your hands up as well, but try not to round your back, really open chest, okay? So sit low, walk forward, really, really low. So each step you take, sit low. If it's too much, bring the hands onto the hips again. Good, nice. And at the top of the mat, if you're okay to do it, sweep the hands forwards and up. Sit low, hold for a second. Yes, hands behind the back this time, and we'll forward fold. Good, nice. All right, so hands come to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Good. All right, just going to breathe in now to lift that right leg all the way behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose, and we're going to step the foot between the hands there. So come straight into warrior one, back heel is on the floor, and hands come forwards and up. Good, nice. So from there, we're going to slowly again, hands to the hips, push the hips back as you forward fold onto that front thigh. So you can bring the hands down as well. and a little bend and stretch in that front leg. So you can also lift onto your heel if you want, also see a much deeper stretch. Good, and then hands walk forward. This time lift that back leg as high as you can up behind you. Good, that's it. And then again we'll do this twice. Bend both knees. So try and tap your standing knee with your other knee. Good, and then come up, stretch up. Again, bend both knees, try and tap the knees together. Good, and stretch up, well done. So from there, big step back, walking to the long side of the mat again, feet parallel. Good, so this time what we're going to do is turn both feet slightly outwards, take a nice deep bend of the knees and come up into our high squats here. Good, so we're going to inhale, hands lift, lengthen the legs. Then exhale, bend the knees and sit through the middle. Good, one more time like that. So we're going to breathe and hands come up. Good, that's it, and then breathe out, coming down, lovely. So here we're going to cross the left arm over the top of the other one. Well, let me actually do that. Okay, wrap the arms together. And again, we're going to breathe in here, push the elbows up, straighten the legs. And this time, just round the spine, come down through the middle. So bend the knees, and maybe your fingertips can point to the floor. Yeah, breathing, come on up. So really open up. Go to sit deep bend in the knees, and then again, maybe the fingertips can point to the floor there. Lovely, nice. We're going to come into the center. Try and hold this for a second. Sit even a bit lower. Good. If you want to make it more kind of intense, maybe lift your heels up as well. Good. Hold, 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 hold. Push those knees out. Yes, good. Well done. So we're going to unravel the arms, turn the feet parallel, and we're going to slide onto the back of the mat there. Good. So these little compass tap thingies. So we're going to lift the right knee up nice and high, and then all the weight is in the other leg. So if you can, tap the foot forward in front of you as far as you can. Good. Pull that knee up to the chest. Tap it out to the side of you as wide and as light as you can. Good. Into the chest. Tap it back behind you really, really far. Good. That's it. Into the chest. And then again, cross it behind you like you've been doing. Tap. Lovely. Good. So pull it up to the chest. And then super slow, big step apart of the feet. Nice. Good. So we're going to turn that right foot forward now, come into warrior two. So we'll bend the knee and the hands come out to the side there. Lovely. So we'll turn the front palm to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, lift the hand up and back. And you exhale, forearm to thigh. Draw a big circle with the back arm. Good. One more time like that. So we're going to breathe in again to lift the hand. That's it. Nice. Breathing out, forearm down and big circle. Good. Now to open the shoulder a bit more, we're going to lift that front hand up. Bend the elbow, take hold of it, and then from there you can stretch that whole side of your body. Good. If you're able to, your back hand might be able to come behind your back so that your fingers kind of clasp together. Okay, if not, it doesn't matter, but maybe today. Lucky day. Good. All right, we're going to bend that front knee. Front forearm comes to the thigh, and the other arm alongside the head. Good. So you can go deeper into your hips if you want to by holding your shin and then sliding down, maybe even to the floor there, into the hips more. Good, well done. So from there, both hands come to the floor. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Good, come into those little side planks. We'll come forward into a plank, turning the heels to one side, so both the heels on the floor. Good, now make a big circle with your top arm if you can, all the way around, back to the floor. Heels the other side, it's nice and slow. Lift the hips, circle the top arm, and then bring it down. Lovely, good. So we're going to bend the elbows now, coming to the floor. Good, into cobra, lifting the chest. Well done, good. So come up onto hands and knees. So now we're going to lift that right leg nice and high up behind you. Now we're going to bring that right knee to your right wrist, coming into a pigeon like I've been doing. So you just pop the shin on a bit of a diagonal there, and then point the back toes away. So we'll stay up high first of all, just working a bit of strength. So you come right up onto your fingertips, and then try and squeeze your knees together. So the bit of floor between your knees, try and squeeze it, and then really lift your chest. If you feel strong, you can also maybe hover the hands, but don't have to. Okay, so push that front shin down. And we're going to slowly walk the hands forward and now sink into it. So try and kind of slide your knees away from each other now if you can comfortably. Well, not comfortably, but bearably. Yeah, breathing through the nose nice and slow. Good, well done. And then from there, slowly walking the hands up towards you. So again, last time for a while, coming into our heel taps. So sitting the weight on that right side, palms together. Bring the back heel in, so we're trying to tap the front heels, all nice and kind of strong for the hips. Bring the foot back, tap the floor. Bring it in, heels tap, and then back, tap the floor. Good, one more time, heels tap if you can. Lovely, good, and then away, good, nice. Now from here, we're gonna bring this back foot in, just place it on the floor, kind of somewhere near your other foot there, just kind of a little seated position. And then from there, the right arm is gonna wrap around the legs, so twisting to the side there. So if you want to rearrange the legs, that's fine, but this is kind of a way to open the hips and twist at the same time. Good, lovely. All right, so from here, we're going to release the legs, come swivel around, so you're kind of facing the front of the mat there. So left hand's going to come behind, and then right elbow is going to come in front. So either stay here for a second, or if you can, lift the front hand, and also squeeze into your glutes, lift the hips, and start to open up a little bit. Good, nice. And then we're going to slowly come down with the hips and then rolling down to the floor, but keep your right hand out in front of you. Good. It's a little bit for the core now. So take your right hand and just tap it on the floor above your head. Good. And then without using your other hand to help, so let that arm relax, reach that hand forward between your knees and come on up to sit again. Good, lift the hand up to the ceiling. And then again, hand forward, roll down to your back. Hand taps the floor above your head, reach the hand between your knees, and then roll up to sit, hand to the sky. One more time. So all we're doing is kind of getting a good pattern of being able to sit up. Hand reaches above the head. Good, reach between the knees, come on up, and then hand to the sky. Lovely, well done. So come roll all the way down to your back now. So we'll have the knees bent, and then we'll lift that right leg up into the air. Good. So from this place, just use this right leg to start drawing a few nice big circles in the air. So remember, if you can, just try and keep the heel drawing a big, big circle, other knee nice and still. Good. And then from here, we're going to cross that right ankle over the other knee and either stay there or hold that other thigh, that left thigh, and pull the legs in towards you. Good. So it might feel nice to stay still or maybe to start bringing the legs around in a little bit of a circular movement. Good. And I'm just going to tap into the core a little bit more here. So how the legs are right now, just bring your top thigh on top of the other one, if that makes sense. Your thigh is crossed over, and then maybe wrap one foot around the other calf. It's kind of into Garudasana or eagle legs. And then bring the arms that we did earlier. So one arm is wrapped on top of the other one. Don't worry about which one's too much for now. Good, so here we are, kind of all wrapped up. So here what we're going to do is tap the hands above the head on the floor and tap the feet to the ground. Good, take a breath in. We're going to exhale, round the spine a lot. So you're trying to tap your nose to your knees and squeeze everything in. Good, breathe in, tap the toes, tap the fingers. Exhale, round the spine. Good. One more time, keep your lower back grounded on the floor, tap the hands, tap the toes, and then round the spine. Good, hold this for a moment, try and lift your hips up. Good, nice, we're gonna unravel the arms, big breath in, you stretch everything out, and then exhale, let it relax. Nice, well done. So bring the knees into the chest, come and have a little roll up and over onto hands and knees. Yeah, well done, and we'll do our last little standing bit. So spread the fingers and thumbs, maybe come through a little bit of the cat-cow movement again, just to ease things out. Good, and then we'll tuck the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Good, so we're gonna breathe in here to lift that left leg all the way up. As you exhale, knee to nose, and we'll set the foot between the hands there. So come into warrior one, back heel on the floor, and hands forwards and up. Good, nice, so hands come onto the hips there. Again, push the hips back as you begin to lean forward onto that front thigh. And then maybe hands come to the floor as well. Good. So again, little bend and lengthening that front leg. So imagine someone's kind of gently pulling you back through your hips. Makes a little bit of difference to the stretch of the leg. Good. And then from there, we're going to slowly lift that back leg off of the floor as high as you can. Good, well done. Bend both knees, scrunch everything in. And then stretch away, leg reaches up. One more time, bend both knees. And then again, stretch on up. Brilliant. So big step back with that foot. Turn the feet parallel to the long side of the mat, which is face you. And then again, we're going to turn the feet outwards. Nice deep bend of the knees and come on up to an our squat again. Good. So we're going to breathe in here, straighten the legs, hands lift up. Good. So exhale, deep bend in the knees and sit through the middle. Good. Again, breathe and open up, lift. That's it, good. Bending the knees here. Nice, good. So this time what we'll do is wrap the right arm on top of the other one. I hope this is correct. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. So what we're going to do is scoop up. So elbows point to the ceiling maybe. That's it, straighten legs. Exhale, deep bend in the knees. Fingertips point to the floor. Good. Again, breathing, coming up, open, lengthen the legs. That's it, good. Breathe up, bend the knees, fingertips round. Good, nice. So come up into the center. So try and sit low in the legs, okay? Squeeze the glutes to bring your knees out. And then if you want to, maybe lift your heels up, makes it a little bit more intense. Good, try and hold it, hold it, hold it. Good, well done. So we're gonna unravel the arms, feet turn parallel. Come and slide to the back of your mat. I'm just gonna go this way. So we'll lift the left leg up. And then these little taps, so as light as you can, tap the foot forward. So as you're tapping on water, you can't really stand it, pull it in and up. Good, tap out to the side. Good, pull it in. Tap back behind you. Just kind of stick your bum out a little bit when you're doing this, helps you use the glutes. Pull in, and then cross it behind you, tap. Nice, good, and then in, well done. So big step apart of the feet there. So we're gonna turn the left foot forward now to the front of the mat. Bend in the knee, coming into warrior two. Good, take a moment to relax the shoulders. Then front palm turns to the ceiling. We're gonna inhale, lift the hand up and back. And then exhale, forearm to thigh, big circle round. Good, one more time like that. Slowly breathe in, open the hand up. Good, try and keep your chest nice and open, forearm to thigh. And then big circle round here. Good, so we're going to lift the front hand up again. If you can, bend the elbow, take a hold of it and have a big side stretch. And if you want to, if you can, take your back hand behind your back. Maybe grab hold of your top, or show if you're not sure, maybe the fingers clasp. Okay, or you can grab your top into that. All right, and then from there, we're going to bend the front knee, forearm to thigh, other arm alongside the head. Good, and you can go deeper if you want to by taking your front hand to hold your shin. Maybe hold your ankle, maybe hand on the floor. Good, hands come down to the front of the mat, down the facing dog. Last time for these side planks, or you can leave them out if you want, okay? So come forward into a plank, turn the heels over to one side, top arm lifts, make a huge circle, go slow. Ooh, other side, tails turn to the left. Heels, sorry, not tails. Top arm comes around in a circle. And to the floor, good. So let's come and lower down. Keep the quality, elbows close to your body. Good, into cobra, take those shoulders back. Good, and then on to hands and knees. Well done, good. Left leg is gonna lift up behind us. And then bring the knee to your left wrist, coming into pigeon. So we've kind of got the shimmer mat, little diagonal there. So point the back toes away and come up high first. So the bit of floor between your knees, try and squeeze it. Push that front shin down. If you feel strong, hands might hover, but doesn't matter at all, really. Good, and then hands come to the floor. And then just really nice and gently, think about sliding your knees away from each other so you sort of sink yourself deeper into it. Okay, it doesn't have to be a massively intense stretch, just take the time to release. Good, slow breath. Good. All right, nice and gently. We're going to walk the hands up towards you. So you've got the left knee bent. Come and sit on that left side. Let me just face you. Last time for these heel taps. Palms come together. And the back knee, the heel, comes in to tap the front heel. So we're strengthening for helping the body to be able to squat better. So heels away, heels together. And away. And together. Go one more time, heels away. And this time I'm going to come into that twist. We're going to bring the heel, or the foot really, on the floor, somewhere near the other foot. And I'm going to take the right hand, possibly, around so you're twisting. I've gone a different way. Oh, hope this is right. So shoulders relax. Nice, well and good. And then again, just kind of scoot around to your face in the front of your mat. So this time we're going to have the right hand behind you, left elbow in front, okay? So start to lift the elbow, squeeze your glutes a little bit, push your hips forwards and up, start to open everything out. And then slowly hips come down. So keeping this left elbow in front of you, roll down onto your back, tap your left hand above your head on the floor, and then reach the hand between your knees. So an imaginary person's helping you get up, pull yourself up, hand to the ceiling. Good. If you need to, you can use the other hand on the floor. So roll down. So it's very functional. So if you fall over, you'll be able to get up again. Hand above your head, reach forward, roll up, hand above the head. One more time, rolling down, hand touches the floor. One more time, hand forward, slowly roll up, lift to the ceiling. Amazing, well done, good. It's coming to come all the way down to your back. So knees are bent, that left leg's going to lift up. Keep the leg really straight and then draw some circles with that left knee, heel, sorry. Okay, so remember that other knee wants to stay nice and still. Lower back is completely grounded onto the floor. Good, nice. And we're going to cross that ankle over the other knee. So either stay there or hold that right thigh, and draw the knees in. Good, and you might stay still, you might begin to bring the legs around in a little bit of a circular movement. Shoulders relaxing. Good, nice. And then the way the legs are now, take your top thigh and just cross it over the bottom thigh. Good. And then can you hook your left foot behind your other calf or your ankle? If not, it doesn't matter. Do a variation that's a bit like that, okay? And then arms wrap one on top of the other. Try and do them differently to what you did before. And then this is our last thing we do, stay nice and strong. Breathe in, tap the fingers and toes to the floor. And then breathe out, scrunch everything up, squeeze everything. Good, knee, nose to knees. Good, breathe in everything down, lower back is on the ground. Exhale, squeeze and scrunch. One more time, inhale, can we open? Good, and then round and hold and squeeze. Think about your navel drawing down towards your spine. Good, that's it. Take a big breath in as you stretch everything out. And then exhale, let it go. Lovely, really well done. So we'll bend the knees, feet come to the floor, about mat distance apart, hands nice and wide, and we'll drop the knees down one way, and then the other, easing side to side. Well done. Good. Okay, and eventually when we bring the knees into the center, I'm just going to hug around the back of the left thigh, fingers interlaced around that thigh. Stretch the left leg up to the ceiling, so you feel a stretch somewhere in the leg. And then if you like, you can just draw that leg gently in towards you. So shoulders really relaxed. If you want to stretch your calf a little bit more, just press up through your heel slightly. Good, breathing through the nose so you can feel the air really filling around the base of the lungs. Good, let your lower back stay relaxed. Good, and then we slowly bring that foot to the floor. Other side, so we're going to bring that right knee in, interlace fingers around the thigh, lengthen the leg, and again, let your shoulders relax and gently draw the leg in towards you. So try and feel the back of your body. Imagine it's getting really soft into the ground now. Good, back of the neck relaxing, muscles around the eyes relaxing. Nice, all right, release the leg. So bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop apart, and then maybe hands somewhere on your body, so you can feel your breath. This might be just around the navel or between the navel and the rib cage. Good. So starting to come back into that slow breath. So as you breathe in through your nose, you can feel that expansion around the whole of your body. And as you breathe out, feel the front of your body relaxing. Good. And then we'll slide the legs away and come into Shavasana. Come to find a way of lying that is really comfortable for you, whatever that looks like. And we'll go through a few rounds of this breath just to bring ourselves into a relaxed state to finish with. Good. Okay, so making sure you feel comfortable, and then for a moment or so, just let this sound kind of guide your breathing. So together, we'll take a slow breath in through the nose, and slow breath out. Good. Just allow your breathing to return to a natural rhythm. Just feeling your body relaxed on the ground. And then either choosing to stay here for a little bit longer, or maybe starting to bring your awareness into the space around you again. And maybe moving into that space. You might have a little bit of a stretch, or moving through the wrists and the ankles again. Good. Eventually just going to roll yourself to one side. And we'll keep the eyes closed for a moment as you come on up to sit whenever you feel ready. Good. So perhaps just allowing a little moment to acknowledge any sense of feeling maybe peaceful or relaxed, or even maybe a bit stronger in yourself. Just thanking your body for your practice this evening. And if you feel that positive difference, see if you can bring it with you tonight. So bring hand together, rubbing the palms together to put your body up. Good, slow breath in, hands all the way above the head. Exhaling to the heart center. Good, namaste.